was able to trim just a little bit of the citrus. You can see the passion vine. I just ripped a bunch of that down. So I got a little bit of trimming done, maybe a couple weeks ago. But they're growing up into the very top of that greenhouse. Some of it's up underneath the wiring. Anyway, just getting some watering done since it's so hot. It is really hot. But I'm going to tell you what, if you grow passion vine like this, and they're pretty. They smell good and they fruit. But look at the vines. Look how big they become in this greenhouse. Check this out. That is the stem. One of them. It's growing into the ground of the greenhouse. They come out of that pot, and then there's another big stem right there going into the pot. Oh yeah. And you have to trim it and pull this back because it takes over so fast. Oh, I broke some of the citrus tree. Aww, that's what I didn't want to do. Sorry guys, I'm trying to scoot it over here, but look. So I trimmed it, and it's already got all these little vines coming off of it. And I don't need it to choke out my citrus trees. Look at my olive tree. That little baby was just teensy tiny when I planted it. Now it's getting big. I got some Moon and Stars watermelon growing in here. You can get their bags. I'm gonna have to dig them out because I wanted to show Robin at Homesteading with Sadie what I use to pack up the melons, and then the predators have a hard time getting to them. Predators are always an issue. Lemongrass is doing amazing. That's kind of probably getting way too much sun right there. I'm gonna move it tomorrow. It's a busy day. So this morning, my brother-in-law is here from Florida helping us, and my friend Connie came over, and we worked till 4:30. Then Connie had to leave, and then I worked. Well, I'm still working, so I'll wind down, get a shower, put some comfy jammies on, watch YouTube, and probably fall asleep before I can even get a video watched. I'll wake up in the middle of the night watching who knows what. But everything's doing pretty good in here. It just needs cleaned up. That's the Cypriot watermelon for the rough wood. There's some echinacea in that tray. It's just downright hot, y'all. It's like drying out really quick. And so I'm having to get in here and do some watering this evening. I didn't get up here this morning. That's coming back. That about cooked. And see, there's just little starts from everything in here, and it does quite well. Everything does really well in here. Let me step over that hose so I don't fall. Got some more watermelon right in here. And I think I finally lost this pepper plant. When we had all that flooding in here, I had to move it up off the ground to keep it from getting way too much water, and it had some roots into the ground. And when I pulled it up, I think it's not doing so good. I don't think it's going to bounce back this time. I've had that plant going probably 8 years. Yeah, it's a really cool pepper plant. Okay guys, let me get in here. Hang on. I'm going to set y'all down a second while I attempt to get this. I love these hoses, except for when it gets caught on stuff. So with me doing the watermelon in here, at least I can just keep growing it into the winter. I've grown melons in here before and they do really, really well. Matter of fact, in past videos, you can see I've had melons like completely just about take over the greenhouse. So the freaking roly-polies are devouring my eggplants. And I'm thinking about just pulling them out and transplanting them in the garden, which I don't know, because they probably have really deep roots. Because look how big them things are. But the rollies are eating my eggplants. Darn it. So I could pull them out and grow something else. There's another pepper I'm growing for the rough wood. And then look at that moringa tree. Isn't that wild? So one of the seeds, and I had planted some, and one of the seeds didn't germinate. So I thought, well, I ended up just throwing the soil in there, because that's not really an ideal place to put a tree. Look how it's growing. That's probably not good. I didn't notice that. It's growing up under there. I didn't catch that till just now. So anyway, we may have to trim that back behind there. I think it'll be just fine, like cutting it. But anyway, it's big. So it started growing, and when I figured out it was a moringa, I just left it alone. I was like, oh heck yeah, let it grow. And then when I was in Kansas, my sister gave me some seeds, and so I'm going to try these squashes. She shared seeds with me, and she showed me pictures and what she made with them. Really, really good. Lemon balm, I need to trim that up. But anyway, I wanted to bring y'all in here while I watered real quick, kind of show you the greenhouse, getting... You know, the greenhouse is doing really, really well. I just went ahead and threw these melons in here. The only thing I lost was the pie pumpkins. I actually could plant a couple more if I really wanted to. But I really need to trim up the citrus through here. And through there. Because it's getting pretty big. I was working on it. That thing's very prolific. I need to collect the seeds from that so I can turn in to the rough wood. Anyway, guys, I thought I'd bring you in real quick and show you a little bit of the greenhouse. It's kind of a mess, because the roly-polies in here are kind of devouring some stuff. And the weeds are thriving right there. But anyway, you guys take care. I wanted to do a video. I've got family in town. And, of course, Connie's coming. We had family all weekend. And then we had friends come Friday. So, I'm kind of behind on YouTube. Alright, y'all. Take care. Have a blessed night. Talk to you later.